Hi everyone, and welcome to Sipping with Sam, or whatever this is. I've been in contact with BrewCraft lately. They are suppliers of brewery, distillery, all sorts of products, the actual distilling mechanisms and machines, as well as the botanicals. And I ordered some stuff from them. You'll be able to read my interview with the owner, Ryan, on Friday. But what I decided was I wanted to try and make my own bathtub gin using their gin botanicals kit. So I think this is actually technically made for distilling. So we're gonna play it by ear and just see how it goes, along with the gin botanicals. So this was only 92 Rand, I think it was. And then along with that, I've purchased a bottle of vodka just for the bathtub gin. And then the idea behind a bathtub is to steep the botanicals and the vodka, or the pure alcohol, neutral spirit, together for long enough until it becomes gin. But I also didn't want to be limited to the botanicals that they provided. So I purchased a few additional ones, also very affordable, and they were a lot bigger than I realized. So I have here some sweet orange, just to bring up some sweet citrus. I have elderberries, which elderberry has a fruity taste. And then last, I have some hibiscus, because I want a little bit of floral, and also I want the gin to be pink because that's adorable. So I have here a decanter that I bought ages ago, and I'm going to do the steeping in there. Let's start off by opening the gin botanicals and seeing what's in there. I did notice that in terms of their ingredients, it doesn't contain one of the trinity, which is Angelica. Angelica is usually used as the fixative to make the flavors stay. So I anticipate that once I do this, I would have to drink the gin very quickly. Maybe I'm just making that up, so that the flavors don't dissipate. Whew, that is very powerful. Okay, so in here I can see all of the juniper. I can smell, it's very strong. There's the coriander and the citrus peels. They have citrus already in here actually, and licorice root. So that is generally quite a dry gin, which is why I might add a little extra orange, but these two are the flavors that I'm more focused on. So that's around about half of the packet. And then the additional botanicals that I'm adding are the elderberries and the hibiscus for the pink. And then finally, I'm topping it off with Smirnoff. It's not the greatest, not the worst vodka. You can see it's changing color already. And then I'm going to put that in a dark cupboard and let it sit for about 4 or 5 days. I'll keep smelling and tasting as the time goes on, and let's see if we can make a gin. It's day 2. This is my gin cabinet, in case you're wondering, and my gin is in here. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. I'm gonna try and give it a taste because, well, I'm an impatient person. It smells amazing. It's actually really delicious. Did I just make a gin? I'm gonna leave this for another 2 days. Hi, and welcome to the most sipping with Sam that Sipping with Sam can be. This is what it looks like a few days later. It's been sitting in a dark cupboard, and I first need to strain it before I can drink it. So I've concocted a little device of my own making. I have some tool here because I don't have a strainer. So if you make your own bathtub gin, I recommend using a strainer for this biz. So the hibiscus has very obviously made it a strong red, not pink like I thought it would. So everything is just about learning. Next time I'll use a lot less, but I also do know about hibiscus that the flavor is very fleeting, so it will disappear. I'm actually going to save those botanicals, and here we have my gin, looking quite amazing. And because I don't know exactly how it's going to taste, I'm going to work with some interesting flavors. So on the nose, it's quite juniper heavy. The taste, it's quite peppery, very peppery, which is interesting. It doesn't taste like vodka anymore, that's for sure. It does taste closer to a gin. So for that reason, because of that pepperiness, I am pairing it with a pink grapefruit tonic water. I want to try bring up more citrus flavor along with that warmth. I mean, it is a very warm botanical that's somehow come through. I think it's possible it came from the elderberries, which I had anticipated would have a fruity taste. So the color's gone a lot lighter, which is very cool. Still very peppery. It's okay. It's not the worst. What I think I'm gonna do is add some sweet botanicals. So that's the thing about a bathtub, and that's also why I kind of want to encourage people to try this. Contact BrewCraft. The BrewCraft sachet, the kit was only 90 rand, 92 rand. I think I actually probably used more than I needed to here. So you can use less botanicals and have more goes at it, and play around with the flavors, play around with more juniper, more not like that, this peppery. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and add some apples. I think I cut some apples up, put them in the oven and dried them out. I'll put those in to try and bring up some sweetness, maybe something else, not star anise, because that licorice flavor comes very overwhelming very quickly. But this was really fun to make, and be sure to check out my Meet the Maker this Friday, and I'll tell you exactly where you can get all of these botanical kits, and tell me how it goes if you make them. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next week, hopefully.